she is, guys. Potty training and early sex ed. How is that not pedo-ish? What is that? How is anybody even allowed to say that and walk in common society? Okay, guys, this is beyond disgusting, but that's why I'm covering it. And I'm also wondering why I have not heard about this. I don't even want to read this. I'll let you guys read this. On 8 and 10-year-olds, 8 to 10-year-olds over camp. How creepy is this? How creepy is this? Who in their right mind would send their child to this camp? Okay, education summer camp in Indianapolis will instruct elementary school children about usage and the spectrum of gender and kinks according to the camp's event page. They had the guts to put this on their event page. Their educator, Ashley Robertson, will be hosting week-long camp from June 6th to June 10th for 3rd through 5th graders, according to the camp's all-event page. All parents who plan to send their kids to camp, which teaches a curriculum called Our Whole Lives, must attend an orientation on May 28th, where they are required to sign behavior agreements, enrollment paperwork, and waivers. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna call the radio station after this. According to the event page. Well, at least it's in the event page. What would we do if it wasn't in the event page? I don't know. The Our Whole Lives curriculum offers a positive and affirming take on puberty. Don't they love that word? Human sexuality and social emotional skills. Of course. Without coercive abstinence-based strategies. I can't believe this. Like, when you feel like you have heard it all, who authorized this? Who's letting it continue? And what parents lost their spinal cords that are going to send their children to this hell? That's what I'd like to know. Oh my goodness. I need everybody to see this. When does this thing start? June 6th. We have some time. Okay, so there is no shame or ickiness associated with using Band-Aids, and that same philosophy is applied to and other barriers in this body positivity curriculum. Let me remind you, as if it would have been okay for any other age group of people, including my own, this is for 8 to 10-year-olds. They can't even say this word, okay? They can't even say half of the words in this article, and they're going to be taught about these things. And this wasn't in the news. I haven't heard anything about this. How insane is this? Oh my goodness. Our Whole Lives curriculum, which includes models for kids as young as kindergarten, offers a social justice approach to inclusive sexuality education. The curriculum also discusses a range of topics including relationships, gender identity and expression, sexual orientation, sexual health, and cultural influences on sexuality. See, this is why the infamous Don't Say Gay bill was passed here in Florida. The bill doesn't even restrict speech. You are still permitted to use the word gay in the elementary schools, unfortunately. What the bill does is prevent this. This is grooming. It prevents having sexual orientation discussions with minors, and not even all minors, just those that are in grade school, kindergarten to 5th grade. That's what the bill restricts. This state needs that bill because this is a pedo camp. I don't know how else to say it. This is the pedo camp. And no one is saying anything about it. The Facebook group, why am I not surprised? Purple for Parents Indiana. Purple for Parents Indiana. If you're part of a group that's called Purple for Parents Indiana, let's see, posted a parental alert on its page, warning community members that these grooming techniques are the same used by, thank you. I'm not crazy, and I'm sorry for harping on your name. I just thought it was a little weird. These are the good guys. Purple for Parents Indiana. Everybody sign up and join their page right now, okay? Save these Indiana kids, because this is exactly what I literally just said 2 minutes ago before I read this paragraph. I have not read this article yet, guys. This is real time, real craziness introduction to this horror that, once again, I will say again, nobody's talking about, okay? Purple for Parents Indiana posted a parental alert on its page warning community members that these grooming techniques are the same used by sex traffickers and pedophiles. There. They said it, not me. This is a pedo camp, okay? Robertson responded on Facebook referring to PPI. Of course. Look at that. Look at what they call PPI. Look at what they call PPI. What? What do they call it, guys? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. What do they call it? What? A hate group. They're a hate group for wanting 8-year-olds not to learn about how to protect themselves in sexual intercourse. Oh my goodness. We shouldn't even be having a conversation on us having a conversation about this, okay? I literally don't think these people have kids. Like, they can't possibly own the right of parentalship and have the cognitive ability to think of something like this and call it summer camp. This is disgusting. Okay, this is insanely disgusting, and I'm so hurt that this is allowed. But yeah, they want to call them a hate group, and they say that this hate group targets books, social, emotional learning, blah, 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 blah. We're not even talking about groups. Once again, deferring from the topic and labeling as hate is always a tactic when somebody doesn't want to deal with the opposite group and what they're referring to, because probably what they're saying is common sense and they don't have any other argument to use against it, okay? This is not social emotional learning, guys. All right, once again, euphemism. Social emotional learning has been criticized as a tenet of critical race theory, an ideology that holds that America is fundamentally racist. Now we're pulling the race card. We weren't even talking about race, and now we are. Defer, 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 defer. Yet it teaches people to view every social interaction in person in terms of race. CRT adherents pursue anti-racism through the end of merit, objective truth, and adoption of race-based policies. Again, I have no idea how this correlates, but okay. In August, Robertson joined the podcast. This is the guy who called the Perfectly Sane Parents a hate group. He says, in an episode titled Kids, Consent, and Sex Education, in which, she discussed subjects surrounding consent, sex education, and polymerase. See, this right here is what should have thrown her in jail. 8-year-olds should not be giving sexual consent on anything, even not to have sex. They should not be presented with the question of such. If that were to happen, there has been a criminal offense. So what is she talking about? Kids and surrounding consent should not be being used in the same sentence. We have a problem here, and she needs to go to jail, like now. When talking about how a high school pornography curriculum. Exactly. Robertson admits it's a little lean in her opinion because it says pornography is for 18-year-olds and older. It's for adults. I don't get it. I would prefer that content to talk more about sources for ethical porn and to talk more about collaborative problem solving with your kids or with your youth or your kid. She's sick. I'm about to get on a flight and I'm going to go to Indiana and I'm going to be at the next parent-teacher meeting up there because that just happened. In those situations, every elementary school kid, even for elementary school kids rather, there are resources for age-appropriate images that kids can see. Why are kids seeing images? Again, red flag, images and kid should not be being used in the same sentence with regards to the context of this situation here. Explicit educational images should not be being used with children. Why is that difficult? I'm going to try to keep my composure. I don't think I can read the next paragraph and still be able to talk on this platform. And yet, the children will be talking about these things. So, here's what we're going to do, okay? Here's what we're going to do. We got until June, guys. We need a petition. We need a senator. We need somebody. We need somebody because this draws the line big time and it's on like Donkey Kong. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, we need some parent-teacher meetings tonight. Fun. The podcast host, Emily Matlock, responded. In regards to kink, Robertson said, parents should first be excited when their child expresses interest in kink because they're obviously curious about themselves. Then she responds, sensual play and the best way to steer your teenager, curious kinkster first. Again, 8-year-olds to 10-year-olds. This lady is sick, and the people who are helping her are sick, and the parents who are against this. Okay, some of my composure is back. Some of it. So this lady is sick. Miss Emily Matlock, she's crazy, and we got a problem. Yeah, we got a big problem. But yeah, so I don't want to torture you with additional details regarding this because I think we're all gonna vomit profusely. This is where she is, guys. Potty training and early sex ed. How is that not pedo-ish? Like, what is that? What is that? How is anybody even allowed to say that and walk in common society? You know? I want to cry a lot. Okay, so this is bad. Thank goodness it's March. Maybe there's something we can do. I'm going to post a link to this article below, and please share this video. I want other parents to see this video, particularly if you happen to be in Indiana, you see this video, please share it, okay? Because they're not going to shut it down. They did a lot of work to put it together. Money was invested, committees were brought together to talk about pedo camp as a reality. So it's going to take people, sane people, maybe people on that Facebook page, PPI, who are keeping tabs on how ludicrous this is. It will take them in order to shut this down. It needs to be shut down, okay? So that's what I have on this topic. Now that I know about this, obviously this is my new project, and I will be back for more. And I hope you guys do like, share, and subscribe. Please share this video. At the very least, if you don't do anything, share this video, please. I want people to see this. This is insane. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.